vinyl is seen as almost some kind of part of the culture of rock and roll. There's an emotional attachment to it. People like the idea of it, almost as a piece of art that you would own and collect, but they won't necessarily play it. So I think it's only ever worth a few percentage points, maybe as much as 5 at peak, of the overall recorded music market. So it's very, very niche, but it does have that strong emotional appeal, which means that it will still be around for many years to come. I'm quite convinced of that. But it'll, as I say, just have that kind of specialist niche appeal, really.
Vinyl records. To many, there isn't anything like the sound of a needle drop, or the feel of holding a record in their hands. To others, vinyl is an obsolete technology, unable to offer the same instant gratification that comes with MP3s. With only 300 record shops left in England, the internet has now become the largest distributor of music for this generation. So how do music shops survive? Who listens to records? And what does the future hold for the bigger chains? Canterbury Rock is the last standing independent record shop in Canterbury. Since it began, it's seen the fall of mega chains like Tower Records, Zavvi and Virgin, and has managed to survive despite the diminishing popularity of records.
Hello, Canterbury Rock. If I've got it, I'll put it under the counter. When would you come in to collect it? As soon as possible, type of thing. Okay, mate, as soon as I put the phone down, I'm going to look for it, and if it's under... You're going to ring me back, maybe, see if I've got a copy, or you're just going to come in? Okay, that's yours. If I've got one, Rodney, it's yours. Thank you. Bye-bye. I'm Jim Hampshire, proprietor of Canterbury Rock. It's a used second-hand records and CDs. Used to be tapes, but no, people don't want tapes anymore. I've always liked records, like the sound of records. Of course, when I opened up, there wasn't CDs anyway. There was cassettes. But, I mean, they always can get chewed up and screwed up, can't they, tapes? Where even a little mark on a record, you can still play it. And they sound better anyway. Yeah. That's the obvious answer.
So how is your business doing?
It's always been the same, really. And I know I'm not going to make a fortune, but as long as I can pay my bills and a little bit for me for the end of the day or the end of the week, then I've just got to be happy, haven't I? You know, I knew I wasn't going to become a millionaire, but at least I don't get up in the morning and think, oh shit, I've got to go work today. Do I? Like a lot of people.
What do you think about MP3s?
I don't know much about them, to be honest. I mean, it seems quite a nice idea. They're only small, aren't they?
Small, compact, easy to use, no fiddling with a needle, no scratches. MP3 players are everywhere and everyone seems to have one. Some people don't even know what a vinyl record is anymore. Let's take a look at what the younger generation thinks of records and MP3 players.
Do you own an MP3 player?
Yeah, but not here.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I have an iPod.
I own an iPod.
Do you know what a vinyl record is?
No.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do, yeah. I have a few extra.
My dad has a vinyl record player. Oh yeah, I know, yeah. Not that he uses it. My dad's got a player.
Oh, my dad has a mixing desk.
Don't have a player. I just think they're cool.
Oh yeah, the big black disc things,
Yeah.
Yes, the big CDs that play on the. Can't remember what they're called. My old housemate had one though.
Do you know that listening to vinyl records is still the best way to listen?
No, I don't know. No. Really?
I did not.
No, I don't know.
No, I didn't know that.
No. But it sounds doesn't always work.
I'd heard that, but I wasn't sure because I've never actually had the chance to listen to myself. Yeah.
I didn't do that, I didn't. No.
Yeah, he was just, much better.
Have you ever legally downloaded anything like that?
Illegally? It's just going to go on criminal record or nothing?
Yeah, most of the time.
I have done, yeah.
Yes.
No, I haven't actually. No. I have, yeah. All the time. Yes. I don't think I do. I don't do my iPod, so.
I illegally download all my music.
Yeah. You say illegally? Yeah. Of course not. Yeah. But I have.
From YouTube, but if I really like the band, then maybe I'll buy it.
But some people of the younger generation still listen to records. Meet Tom, a 20-year-old Londoner who collects and listens to vinyl records.
I've been listening and buying records for about 4 years or so. Started listening to my dad's and then started collecting them myself. They sound much clearer, much better than an MP3. I do listen to MP3s because they're easier to get hold of. Sometimes you want a record that you can't quite find. So yeah, I think everyone does. First Beatles record. This is one of my favourites from 1962. It's actually one of the records I've got that has a little skip in it. But because I've listened to it so many times, it just feels kind of natural. But yeah, kind of grown quite fond of it. I suppose. Abbey Road. That's another famous album cover as well, isn't it? But that is kind of apple green. This is funny as well because when you put it on and it spins, I don't know. I guess I was just trying to show us what the Beatles saw when they was on acid and they was watching records go round. I've actually got some records that were made not so long ago, a couple of years ago, and I think they still sound better than an MP3 would. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, now it's more of a statement rather than we like records. It's more just we cool, look what we can do. Because I've got like a new version of an old record, and it still sounds like the quality is still, it's the same thing really. It's just that when you get an old one, it's not so fresh, and you get like crackles and scratches, but sometimes they're the things that make vinyl special.
You like it? He died last year.
This song is quite popular on there.
Too much thing for Gaston. I saw him in Humble Buttons with Billy Connolly.
What do you think about, because there was a record shop in town and that's closed down.
Yeah.
And there was another one that shut down, and then, but you're still surviving. Do you know anything about that? Or?
I think it's a bit sad actually. I preferred it when there was more of us. I think cause people have more of a selection, the more reason to come to Canterbury. My takers haven't suddenly shot up a great deal since, especially Dave in the indoor market. I liked him being there. He's been there for 25 years, I think, and I've been here for 32.
Oh, really?
So between us, something worked out okay. And we would swap notes, we'd always be ringing each other, or I'm sending somebody down to you, or have you got any so-and-so, Jim, I'm going to send him up for some Pink Floyd or something. So we wasn't really too much competition.
Yeah.
I like to think we worked together.
I prefer the sound of vinyl. I've got a very good CD collection, but I'm going back to vinyl. Much warmer sound, love it. Principally because of the way that music is made now. CDs brought in the digital age and the way of making music digitally, and so all music is now compressed. It's brought to a maximum volume, so that everybody gets sort of like a dance feel all the way through, everything they hear all the time. But it flattens out the sound so that it all sounds the same. Whereas the old analog method recorded things, whether they were soft, loud, quiet, trebly, bassy, or whatever. You got it how it came out. So it's real music. It's live. It's the next best thing to live. When I was buying LPs as a teenager, I think it was just over £1.50, but it was 32 and 6, which I can't even remember what that would be now. You know, it's going to be about 20 quid. But that was really important because it took me a couple of weeks to get that kind of money. So you'd be really picky and choosy, and having a collection of LPs, you probably only have about 25,
Plenty of singles,
30.
but not many albums. In a year, I probably only bought three LPs, but most weeks I try to buy a single.
7 shillings?
Yeah, 6 and 8.
Yeah.
3 for £1. Yeah.
Do
you remember your first album? First album you bought?
The first album I bought, yes, Revolver.
Yeah.
What was the first album that you ever bought?
My Generation, Who.
Right.
Yeah. You didn't know many albums, did you?
No.
You just couldn't afford it.
But also, when you do get them, you know, you hold it and it's sort of, it is, you know, it's, you admire the artwork. And when they brought out gatefolds, I mean, like, oh, wow, a gatefold. And it's got the lyrics.
Lyrics, yeah, so lyrics. I suppose I'm pleased or proud that I've managed to survive this long. I'd like to keep going till at least I'm 65, which is, I'll be 63. Yeah, 63 in January. But another part of me thinks, I don't think I want to pack up really. I just, I enjoy doing it, so I'll do it as long as I can, I think.
Great. Well, thanks
Okay.
very much.
Is that right?
Yep.